Hello everyone, I'm Saranya, working as a assistant professor from SNS College of Technology, and today we are discuss about in hashing function and static and dynamic functions. The first of all, the hashing is here. The hashing is in da- the hashing in database management system is here. Quickly located a data record in the database, the irrespective of the size of the databases. For large databases containing the thousands and the millions of record, the indexing data structure technique that becomes the very inefficient because searching a specific record through the indexing will consuming the more time. This does not align with the goal of database management systems. It is and when performance and the data retrieval the times are minimized, and so to counter this problem hashing technique is used, and the hashing technique is utilize the hash table to store the data records using a hashing functions. There are the three components of hashing. The first one is a hash table, and second one is bucket, and then third one is a hash function. And the hash a hash table is an array or the data structure, and its size of determined by the total volume of data records and present in the databases, and the each memory locations in the hash table is called a bucket, or the hash indicates and store the records and exact locations and can be accessed through the hash functions. Hence, the bucket is a memory locations in the hash table that stores the data record. These buckets are generally store a disk block and which further stores the multiple records, and it is also known as the hash index. And then the hash function is a mathematical equations or algorithm that takes the one data records the primary key as input and compute the hash index as an output. Here the hash function is a mathematical algorithm and that compute the index or the location where the current data record is to be stored in the hash table so that it can be accessed efficiently later. This hash function is the most critical component that determines the speed of fetching data. Here the working of hash function is the two possibilities. The first one is the hash index generated is not already occupied by any other value, so the address of the data record will be stored here. The hash index is generated is already occupied by some other values. This is called the collision. Is to counter this by the resolution technique will be applied, and then now whenever the query was specify the record, the hash function will be applied and return the data record is comparatively faster than indexing because when we can directly reach the exact locations of the data record and throw the hash functions, and then rather than searching through indicates and one by one. And then the types of hashing in DBMS, there are the 4 types of hashing. The first one is an static hashing, second one is a dynamic hashing, and third one is an open addressing, and the fourth one is like a chaining, that means the separate chainings. Thank you.